resolution that we're introducing tonight. This is resolution number 34-2013. This is also a budget amendment and appropriation. Council Manager, please introduce it by reading it for the record.
Resolution number 34-2013, a resolution approving an amendment to the annual budget and appropriation ordinance for Cecil County, Maryland for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2013, to provide the Housing Fund with additional expenditure appropriation authority to receive a carryover of federal grant funds for the FY 2010 Mortgage Modification and Mortgage Scams Assistance Grant. Introduced by the Council President on behalf of the County Executive, introduced and ordered posted April 2nd, 2013, scheduled for consideration on April 16th, 2013.
I know you're all waiting in anticipation. I suspect it's an assistance grant to us, but the title of the grant is Mortgage Modification and Mortgage Scams. It is increasing the housing fund revenue estimate for the amount of grant funds, which are $5,698, and we are asking for council authority to expend the funds.
Are there any questions from council members?
I'm begging to ask this one. What is a mortgage scam assistance? Is this to help the scammers? Or
I will include that with my other response.
My guess is that this is to prevent people in default from being scammed.
That's what I like to assume.
I think this is
some of the grant names tend to run into each other. Domestic violence and mortgage scams are some of those things that we are against.
I think that the federal government is providing $5,698 to educate those people that may be facing foreclosure to prevent them from seeking out people that would rip them off. And anyone else have any other questions? But you're going to confirm that, right, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions from the council members? Okay. This is also scheduled for consideration on April 16th. Looks like we're going to have a busy April 16th. Now, I'd like to just say to the public that in the past, the county commissioners did their budget amendments in about 35 seconds. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in many budget amendments. And so with charter government, we have a different process. It's going to take a little bit longer, and we're just getting used to this. And I have to say that there won't be this many every week. This has kind of got backed up from January, February, March. And I would anticipate that this will go a little bit smoother in the future, but I'd also like to say that one of the reasons that we have to do this in a longer form is that the county executive can only spend what's in the budget. And if we don't approve these resolutions, she can't accept or spend these additional grants. For those, most of these are an allowance for the grants that we will be receiving from different entities. Some of these other budget amendments are for unusual, unique occurrences that council members will be asking more questions about between now and the 16th. So we're going to be very cautious before we allow the county executive to spend all the money that she may receive outside of the original budget estimates. Okay, now the portion of our agenda is for consideration of previously introduced resolutions. So we introduced the resolution on February 19th, and we had a public hearing on resolution number 04-2013, which is amendment to the Master Water and Sewage Plan. Is there anyone from the county executive's office that would like to have any last comments on this issue?
Mr. Council and council members, Mr. Black is here representing Mr. Sandstrom this evening if the council has any questions relative to this amendment.
Council members, this has been introduced before. We've presentations, we've had public comment. Is there any questions that you have of Mr. Black on this resolution? Hearing none, I guess, I'd like to have a motion to approve.
I move we approve resolution 4-2013.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve resolution 04-2013 as an amendment to the master water sewage plan. Is there any discussion? Just for the record, this allows us to have Artesian serve some properties in Cherry Hill that have contaminated groundwater.
The 20-inch water main will have the capability of conveying 5.0 million gallons a day. Is that MGD?
Yes.
To the franchise area. So that was already the amount of water that was being sent to that area.
That's already been installed.
Yeah. Just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second, and I'd like to ask the council manager for a roll call vote on this resolution.
Dr. McCarthy,
Aye.
Ms. Bowlesby,
Aye.
Mr. Dunn,
Aye.
Ms. Brumell,
Aye.
President Hodge.
Aye. The next resolution was previously introduced on March 5th. There's a public hearing on March 19th. And it's resolution number 09-2013 regarding enterprise zones, redesignation and expansion of enterprise zones. Lisa Webb is here. If there's any questions, do any of the council members have any questions regarding this resolution?
Lisa, I've gotten some feedback from a citizen saying they wanted to see all of the districts have this opportunity, businesses. And I remembered your testimony that it had to meet certain criteria to qualify. So,
And I think I also heard her say that as other properties may become, to meet that criteria, we could amend this map that shows and add additional properties as they meet the state criteria. Are there any other questions from the council members regarding resolution 09-2013 regarding enterprise zones? I'd like to entertain a motion to approve this resolution, please.
I move.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I move that we approve resolution number 09-2013 to redesignate and expand enterprise zones.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I second it.
There's been a motion and a second to approve resolution 09-2013 enterprise zones, redesignation and expansion of enterprise zones. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I'd like the council manager to call a roll call vote.
Dr. McCarthy,
Aye.
Ms. Bowlesby,
Aye.
Mr. Dunn,
Aye.
Ms. Brumell,
aye.
President Hodge.
Aye. The motion carries unanimously to adopt resolution number 09-2013. The next resolution is resolution number 18-2013, appointments to the Cecil County Plumbing Board. This was introduced to us on March 19th. Does anyone have any questions on this resolution?
My comment is, these are all very fine, upstanding individuals, and you should be very proud to have them be on the plumbing board.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve resolution number 18-2013.
I move that we approve Resolution 18-2013, appointments to Cecil County Planning Board.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve resolution number 18-2013, confirmation of appointments to the Cecil County Plumbing Board. All those in favor, or is there any further discussion? All those in favor, signal, I guess we call the roll call. Councilman, please call the roll.
Dr. McCarthy?
Aye.
Ms. Bowlesby?
Aye.
Mr. Dunn?
Aye.
Ms. Brumell?
Aye.
President Hodge?
Aye. Okay, we now have a bill before us that was previously introduced on February 19th, and a public hearing was scheduled and held on March 19th. This is bill number 2013-01, purchase of development rights, agricultural preservation districts. Since it's been so long, Mr. Schertz, would you just give us a real brief explanation of what we're going to vote on?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. President, council members. The language of the bill would enable Cecil County to create preservation districts on agricultural lands that meet established criteria. In essence, this replaces a state program that went into effect in 1984 and was extinguished July 2012. Basically, the reason that the county would need to start establishing their preservation district is to allow for an established tax credit that landowners receive on the land portion of their tax bill. The way that the law is written, since the county currently gives that tax credit, we have to have districts established. So basically, we're just going to take the place of what the state had been doing. So really, again, it's the letterhead that changes on all the mailings that go out. Really no new additional responsibilities other than what the county's already accepted over the years.
Are there any questions from Mr. Schertz?
Mr. Schertz, I think there was one change recommended, line 39, to a 5-year program, a 5-year agreement.
From a 3-year, or from a 5-year to a 3-year, is that where you're referring?
No, I thought that,
From discussions this morning?
yes.
Yes, I can see no negative or positive impact with that change, so no objections to that.
Okay, well, we need to make a motion, if we accept to include that change.
Yes, is there any other questions? Okay, would someone like to make a motion to amend the time period, from 3 to 5 years?
I'll make a motion that we make an amendment to, Bill 2013-01, line 39, from 3-year to 5-year agreement.
There's been a motion to amend the bill. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to amend bill number 2013-01 from a 3-year contract to a 5-year contract. And, is there any discussion on the amendment? Okay, hearing no additional comments, I'll call the roll on the amendment to the bill.
Dr. McCarthy?
Aye.
Ms. Bowlesby?
Aye.
Mr. Dunn?
Aye.
Ms. Brumell?
Aye.
President Hodge?
Aye. Okay, the motion passes unanimously. The amendment is approved. I'd like now to hear a motion to approve the bill with the amendment.
I move that we approve Bill 2013-1, the agricultural preservation districts,
With the amendment.
with the amendment.
Is there a second?
I'll second, and just to clarify, previously I had said line 39, there's another line, so just throughout the document, it's assumed, I believe, 5 years.
Okay. There's been a motion and a second to approve bill number 2013-01, purchase of development rights with its previously approved amendment. Is there any further discussion on this bill? Hearing none, Council Manager, please call the roll on this amendment, this bill.
Dr. McCarthy,
Aye.
Ms. Bolswicki,
Aye.
Mr. Dunn, Ms. Brumell,
Aye.
President Hodge.
Aye. Okay, the motion passes unanimously. The bill is approved. The next bill is 2013-02, tax credit bill, agricultural preservation districts. Can you give us a real quick synopsis, please?
Correct. The language of this particular bill, as originally written, did not allow for county preservation districts. This basically just adds the wording into the bill.
Okay, are there any questions, Mr. Church, on this bill? I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the bill.
I move that we approve Bill 2013-2, agricultural preservation districts.
Is there a second? Second. There's been a motion and a second to approve bill number 2013-02, tax credit agricultural preservation districts. Is there any further discussion on this bill? Hearing none, I'd like to call the roll for passage of this bill.
Dr. McCarthy,
Aye.
Ms. Bolswicki,
Aye.
Mr. Dunn, Ms. Brumell,
Aye.
President Hodge.
Aye. Okay, I think that concludes our business. Another budget transfer. Oh, this is within the county council. There's a budget amendment. Mr. Massey, would you explain this budget amendment, please?
Yes, we needed to, take some funds to, repay some of our expenses that were unanticipated. So, 26,100 would be taken from professional salaries line, and we would be moving it to 25,000 to department head salaries and 1,100 to part-time temp salaries. The reason for that is that during the commissioners, they hired a part-time temporary help, and my salary was not put under a department head salary because I wasn't here at the beginning of the process. In addition, we would take 3,800 from our professional services in order to put 3,000 in our travel so that we can bring that in the positive, as well as 500 in training and education, and then 300 in telephones.
Are there any questions from the council members? Is there a motion to approve the budget transfer as presented?
I will move that we approve the budget transfer as presented.
Is there a second? Second. There's been a motion and a second to approve the budget transfer as presented. Is there any discussion? I'd just like to say that most of this is house cleaning as far as the budget transfers. There is one to amend the reimbursement for vehicle mileage. We haven't approved any vehicle mileage payments yet. We're still working on what is appropriate budget vehicle reimbursements in our rules and procedures manual. But we do anticipate that we've underestimated the vehicle reimbursement section of our budget, so, once we determine who, how, and where that money can be spent, we will spend that, but we need to have sufficient resources to, accommodate that. Is there no other discussion or questions about the budget transfer? And, we have a motion and a second. I'd like to have a roll call vote. Mr. Massey, would you please call the roll?
Dr. McCarthy,
Aye.
Ms. Bowlesby,
Aye.
Mr. Dunn,
Aye.
Ms. Brumell,
Aye.
President Hodge.
Aye. The motion carries unanimously, and the budget transfers are approved. The next council legislative meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, April 16th, in this room, the health room, at this location. Thank you for attending.